What's up, Airsoft Nation? We're back at our new segment where we're going to manufacturers from the airsoft industry, and as you will see, an industry that is much bigger than just airsoft. We are right now at the Umarex booth, which looks phenomenal, and it has some really cool new stuff. Obviously, you guys know that they do Heckler & Koch, they do Glock, they do Walter, they do much more that I can't even tell you. I have Mark with me, who's going to give you the whole spiel on what Umarex does. Mark, please tell us about your booth, your brand, your new products, everything. We want to know the facts.
Okay, sure, thank you. So welcome at the Umarex booth here at the IWA. My name is Mark Götzmann, I'm product manager at Umarex in Arnsberg. And just to give you a little impression what Umarex is, we are a company which had its 50th anniversary last year. And of course we are well known to all those airsoft guys because we are pretty big airsoft distributor for all those brands you just mentioned and some more. But we are also manufacturing in Arnsberg. So we have a company which has 650 people working there. And what we do in our manufacturing is blank firing guns, it's air guns, and it's real guns as well, which is not that well known to the public. But we are, in fact, manufacture for several other brands as well, mainly rimfire, 22 rimfire, but some other calibers as well. So, but now, here at the booth, we're going to have a look at our airsoft novelties for this year, and right behind me there are two things to be seen. One of those is the HK M110A, and we're going to have a closer look at that. The HK M110A is a sniper rifle, so it's a marksman rifle.
Yeah, sure,
let's take it up here. That's a pretty cool thing because it's really on the high end of airsoft rifles, and I guess you know the original, of course. It's a marksman rifle.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. So that's the reason why, for example, also for the export versions for the other countries like Austria, there is no full automatic version because the original one is only semi-automatic as well. So
absolutely. Why would you build a DMR that is fully auto?
Exactly, that makes no sense. And that's also the reason why you don't have any scope or whatever on that, because any sniper, any marksman guy will put his own scope on that. But what you have, just to show that, is the 45-degree offset iron sights, just as a backup or for any CQB, what you might need in case on the airfield, on the play field.
So can I grab that? It looks super cool.
Yeah, absolutely, but just let's change sides because that makes more sense. Now you got it just from the nice side, you have it like that.
Okay, that's really beefy.
It is, yeah. And I mean, with a full metal, with a milled aluminum foreshaft
and the receiver. You can still see the mill marks here. Very nice. So this is fully CNC'd, or is that injection mold, or
no? That's fully CNC.
Really?
That's fully CNC. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's a high price rifle, definitely.
Yeah, it feels
and you
like
feel
it.
You feel the value. You feel the value.
You do really do. You really do. So that obviously takes 6mm BBs.
That takes 6mm BBs, and those BBs are propelled through a 6.03mm precision barrel, so that's an important feature. So this is also recommendable for heavier BBs like 0.28, for example, or 0.3, depending on the conditions. So don't shoot
long shots.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, look guys, something that's super cool is that feels super tactile actually. You can probably not hear it, but maybe if I do this, do you hear the sound? That's what you want to hear. Then we have the magazine. Obviously, it doesn't make any sounds when you take it out, but that sounds super good. Very rewarding, honestly, very rewarding. Obviously, we got the full HK traits all around.
Absolutely,
obviously.
Yeah, it's absolutely authentic. And what you have is, of course, with the M110, you know, the fully ambidextrous operating elements. So you have the mag release, you have the slide, the bolt release, and you have the fire selector on both sides. So it's completely ambidextrous without fumbling or having to put anything on the other side or whatever.
Yeah. So whoever is a lefty out there, if you're playing airsoft, do you want to have a DMR? This is the thing to go to. Is there something else that you want to say about this, or can we look at that non-6mm thing that I know you've been eyeing on?
Okay, we could do that easily. You see, sometimes projects are not only a matter of thinking or business thinking or whatever, because some things are just that weird and crazy. You say, okay, we're going to do that, no matter how many we're going to sell or if it makes sense or not. It's not a question of does it make sense, for example. It's just a thing where you see, okay, I see that, I want it.
Yes, and you can do it.
And you can do it, yeah. This is the M3 MAAWS Launcher, and this is indeed also...
Oh my God, it's heavy, guys.
As you see, it's a 6mm airsoft
It's like
device.
600mm. What is this in reality, actually?
In reality, you have a gas cartridge in there, so it works with airsoft gas. And you have that little ball in here, the little shell. It's just a little bit hard to get it out
Come
like that.
closer and have a look at this.
Yeah. So this is, you may just hold it for a second. So this is the BB container. So you just put your BBs inside and close that and put it in here again. So this is how the one spray shot with, we didn't count it, but I think it's something like 250 to 300 BBs, which come out as a spray shot. So you don't have a 6mm barrel in there, which makes it a little bit tricky to determine what it is, because you can't call that a 6mm airsoft rifle, because it has no 6mm barrel at all. It has quite a beefy barrel with a diameter of, I think it's 60 or something.
Yeah, makes sense.
Basically, it's made for airsoft, and it wouldn't make sense to try to shoot anything else out of that.
Have you ever shot it? I assume so.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How far can you go? Like, approximately.
I mean, we shot it on our small air gun range in the company, for example, on 10 meters, and you still have a pretty close field of airsoft BBs which fly out. So I would say something like 20, 25 meter. That gives you a very decent spray shot in all directions. Now, in most directions, but you cover a lot with that on that distance.
So if I want to get into a building and there's someone in the second story, then can we pick this up?
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Do I just grab it right here?
Yeah, you just
go under.
Yeah, exactly.
So if there's a building and you guys want to breach that in airsoft and all your buddies are behind you and some dude is up there, then you will just do this and you probably got the whole room?
You could say that, yeah, absolutely.
Sounds pretty effective. I think that's a good argument why you need this in your airsoft team. So my recommendation is you should have a full firing squad of someone with an M110, someone with a 416 that we're going to see later that's going to breach that door. And if there's someone upstairs that you don't want to clear the room or clear the building, you just use this to just take that out.
I mean, it's not really something I would rate as a CQB gun or whatever, because it's quite beefy. Yeah. And normally, the original is operated by two guys, not by one guy. So
reloader and
all the reloading process is original. So you can open it up right here, put the cartridge in there, and load ready, and then you're ready to fire.
Can we show how to load it?
Oh yeah, of course. We
have to.
We could do that.
And we have to get it full. You guys need to hear how it sounds.
So I just have to do it from the wrong side for you at the video. And this is how it goes. So you put your cartridge right in here. So it is right in here. And you can just close it, put the lever back there, and then you're basically ready to fire. You have a gas cartridge in there. So it's with airsoft gas. I mentioned that already. And so you pre-charge it with a gas.
Like standard green gas, like the stuff that you put in your pistol.
Absolutely. The same gas. It's just standard airsoft gas. And then you're ready to fire. You're one shot. And it's just like the real thing, because you have one shot. And then you have the whole loading procedure once more, so it's nothing for a rapid serial fire or whatever.
Not.
But I mean, I don't think there's a quicker way to propel around 250 or 300 BBs at once through a barrel.
I think that is also the coolest way to do it. Something that our battlefield, video game players want to know probably before we end up the conversation about this one is, can you take out a helicopter? No?
I don't answer that. No comment on that.
No comment. Okay, so you guys got to find out whether you can take out a helicopter with that beast of a thing. But we have something else that's super cool that we need to check out, and that's your new 416. Heckler & Koch updated their gun, and you were with the tune of the market, immediately coming out with the new airsoft version. So what's new with that?
Yeah, we got the HK416 A5. So we have a full metal frame as well. So it's again CNC milled, and you have the precision barrel inside with a 6.03 millimeter diameter. So it's really precise. And what we updated here is, of course, the Gen 3 magazine, which has an interesting feature for all those milsim guys, because this magazine is switchable from low cap to mid cap. So you can limit it to 30 rounds to meet the original capacity, or you can get the full 100 rounds, which it takes depending on what style of player you are.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of people out there actually love to do the full military simulation, and they will want to have realistic capacities. So that's really cool, actually.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you can just switch it in the magazine on the fly. It comes with the gun.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course,
you guys
it's
are
not an
thinking
accessory.
Of
it's just it's of course included like that. So it's out of the box. What else do you have? You got a MOSFET with battery warning, with overheat warning, and all that. So that's pretty advanced as well. And you have a really good tuning shoot up in there. So you don't need to put some accessory parts in there, because seriously, you can't improve it anymore. So that's really what you can achieve with that. And it's a very, very precise rifle. The scope, by the way, is not included. This is something we just mounted here for the show to give a little impression what you can do. And what the HK416A5 also has is the fully ambidextrous operating element. So the bolt catch, the mag release, and the fire selector are on both sides. You don't have to reverse it, it's just out of the box like it is.
So we can either have all the colors of tan, as we all love and know,
yeah,
or we can have a black version, which I'm eyeing on as well because it also looks super dope.
Yeah, you got the flip up sides.
Do you want to
here,
switch? I can take this one and you can take the other one.
Thank you. So here now you see the original flip up sides, of course, and this is the black version. We got 4 versions all in all because for the German market we are limited to semi-auto, as you know, and for the other countries where it's allowed, we have, of course, a full auto version as well.
Good.
So that's a pretty cool thing with a LiPo battery right in the backstock. And yeah, as you know it already with standard LiPo batteries.
So as you guys can see, Mark and we already got the gun that we all love already. So if you want to learn more about that, obviously it's going to come to the Airsoft Zone shop. You can check that out. I don't know if we're going to get that launcher. Probably we're going to get the M110 and get this one. So if you ever want to check out something that looks super realistic, feels super realistic, and is made like a rock,
absolutely,
you should definitely check out the new Umarex licensed HK416A5 series. I hope you're going to look forward to that, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you, guys, and see you next time.